Oh, man, I look good today. We should dial the show back. Whew. Was that stoned up the road? Yeah, fuck, I love that song. All right. All right. Allergies. Oh, first day with the new fingers. All right. See our shirt, or did we already show these? I think so. Before I refuse to take any questions, I've got this opening statement I'd like to keep to myself, 'cause I'm open to the idea my death may well defy all of my logic and my imagination. I may never know which road I'm on. The here and now are gone. The coming home or the running away. You gonna miss my life someday, somewhere along the way. Somewhere along the way. We were light and sound before a darker matter froze us into what we are for now. It's too late, over in a minute, losing a fight before I knew I was in it. Just kept me swinging till long after I knew it was over. I may never know the road I'm on. The here and now are gone. The coming home or the running away. You gonna miss my laugh someday, somewhere along the way, somewhere along the way. We're frozen, light like we're frozen, sound like we're seven different. We're frozen, light like we're frozen, sound like we're seven different people out walking around, going down that road feeling bad. I'm fucking this up so bad. I want to start it over though. Back that up. I thought it was a bridge. There it is. The last verse, I fucked it up last time we played it. I forgot it. We're frozen, light like we're frozen, sound like we're seven different people out walking around, going down that road, feeling bad, 'cause that's just what people do. It's like every night is a Friday night, and every day is a Friday night too. I may never know the road I'm on. The here and now are gone. The coming home or the running away. I'll never miss my laugh someday, That's called Opening Statement. That music, that's what I started first. That's like 30 years old. I came up with that in this greenhouse on Evergreen in Memphis. And I carried that music around for years. And then it had this part. And I would sing different words to it for years. And then with the Hardworking Americans, we got that chorus, the melody part. And I was reading about physics at the time. Not that I know anything about it, I was just trying to. And they were saying that people were light and sound frozen together. That was supposedly some sort of, I don't know. So I got a bunch of that in there. I was just trying to talk to a person. And then all that gibberish about, all that from what I was reading was just basically saying we're people, you know? Now this one, hey, yeah. This is the weirdest one I have, maybe. And, you know, I had played it for a producer and they went, but I just like it so much. And I don't know why. Sentimental reasons, maybe. And I like some of the words, but it's okay. So if it's going to make any sense at all, it's about the guy speaking is a bartender / owner, and he's telling a story about a regular while a girl's auditioning and his wife's in the back. He's auditioning this girl, and why? Something wrong with his right eye, bless it. How lonesome heart looked like his whole wide world was always pulling apart as he was dynamite fishing for some compliments off the banks of Old Lake. Private dance from some unknown actress, such a tender soul, looking all over Shake Rag for a speaking role, faithfully praying for some kind of break. If that rag ain't never gonna shake, 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 shake. I am a beloved man and I will not be stopped until I'm stabbed in a ring on the counter of that china shop. My baby's backstage and she's higher than I am. We've got all the integrity that money can't buy. And if you can't audition, baby, you can't act. That's a go-throwing truth full of natural facts. If you got it, we need you. If you don't, we do not. That's already more time most people got. Shake, 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 shake. I have broken a handful of hearts in my time, had a handful of people trying to break into mine. I've seen that wine-covered carpet rolled up against the house with the tall grass covering all my old clothes thrown out. I'll tell you what, sometimes love takes away what you think it's gonna bring you. Take my new gal for instance, she knows everything. She says, this time it's different like it always was. Something is changing like it never does. Shake, 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 shake. Through the neon she catches his wandering eye. He can see through her makeup how she's started to cry. So she tells her that he thought she was excellent. So she pays him a dynamite compliment. She says, your eyes shine like oh hell, I don't know. It seems like eyes are always shining like something I suppose. Hey, let's just say that it's all of those, baby. Your eyes shine like all that shit. Shake, 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 shake. Yeah, man. What's this say? I can't see all those words in those small words. You son of a bitches are trying to hijack my program with your political views. I'll tell you, this song, before I play it, I would like to say, if you've ever heard of a guy named Kent Blasey, he's a super Hall of Fame songwriter. And I don't think he took a beer run from me. Never, ever did. So why did I say to him I think he took it from me? Because I'm fucking hilarious. And that's the same reason why he said what he said. And the only reason I'm telling you that is because there's another girl, the girl that actually came up with the idea for their version, got it the same way as me. And her name is Amanda Williams, and she's my age, and she don't deserve a bunch of shit. If tomorrow never come, I don't give a damn. If tomorrow never comes, I ain't going to be afraid to meet my maker just the way that I am. I can still, if it's true, if you can steal from me, I can steal from you. Any kind of heaven everybody didn't get in wouldn't seem like a heaven to me. They tell you that the Garden of Eden was perfect, but you couldn't even eat off the apple tree. For heaven's sake, you had to watch that snake lying to your woman constantly. Adam must have scratched his head, looked up to heaven and said, "This isn't doing it for me if tomorrow never comes. Tonight is all I got. If tomorrow never comes, I ain't gonna be afraid to meet my maker just the way I'm not. Can't do anything I'm dying to. If tomorrow never comes, tonight I'll have to do." I said I don't ever claim to know what's going on around here. I don't even know where I'm from. I know where I'm going when I get to where I'm going, when I'm doing what I get done. They tell me I'm forgiven if I ask to be. I say, why didn't permission come as easily? I'm piling cores up underneath this apple tree. I'm singing, oh, Lord, have mercy on me if tomorrow never comes. And tonight is all I got. If tomorrow never comes, I don't wanna be afraid to come and meet you just the way that I'm not. Can't do anything and then you die. If I judge the judgmental, fuck, what am I? Either way, I'm every guy that I've ever tried not to be. And I want everything just as good as it gets. I have learned nothing but that there is another sunrise coming for me all but one of these times that it sets. And if tomorrow never comes, I guess tomorrow never comes. If tomorrow never comes, I guess tomorrow never comes. If we was all good people, we could work in perfect rhythm. If worms had daggers, birds wouldn't fuck with them. Yep, 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 yep. This one is, boy, I can't see the you know, I can't hardly see anything. It's all got to be big like that. This song is if you got to think of it like the singer isn't me. In fact, I'm in the song, but I don't come in till the very end. The singer in this song is trying to convince the listener of this song that they should go rob a guy like they did the night before. And I was the guy, and I was playing the Highland Q, and I went out to my girlfriend's car to get our cigarettes, and they were waiting, and they had a bandanas over there. I didn't think of that, they were kind of like holding them up as I passed, and I was like, hey man. But as soon as I walked past them, they were right on me, And I was too young to want. I still didn't know until I turned around and the one guy had a gun and he hit me with it. And I remember thinking, fuck, who would know? Not one single girl in there thought I had a dime on me. And these guys must have just started this, But it really fucked me up, man. Like, I don't know if you've ever been robbed like that, but like the next day going to get the mail, I took like a hammer. I was real paranoid for a long time. And I for sure thought I'd get a song. And I think I even made one up that gig. I played the gig. But then years later, I came up with this song that in my mind was like the prequel to that. Like, how did those two cats end up in that alley? And in my mind, one of them talked the other into it. And so that's what this is. To some other guy behind closed doors. Don't even know how long I've been awake anymore. But I know what we're out of and you do too. I look around, we're down to nothing but me and you. Lost everything we stole, everything we had. It's not that bad though, it's not that bad. We'll be buying all our shit back when your cousin gets out. It's only going to be a couple weeks from now. You know what I'm thinking, cause you're thinking it too. It was harder to imagine than it was to do. In spite of all of your worry, last night went okay. That man just threw his money up and ran away. Hey, did we get arrested? No, we did not. Didn't shoot anyone, we didn't get shot. We didn't hurt anyone, at least not a lot. And we got what we wanted. Yeah, we got what we wanted. You're right, I could kill somebody, man. I don't care. But that's not the way it's going down tonight, I swear. We'll just walk on up to Highland Street behind the bar, in the back through the alley where they park the cars. It'll go down just as easy as it did last night. We'll be back here in an hour, high and out of sight. Hey, did we get arrested? No, we did not. Didn't shoot anyone, didn't get shot. It didn't hurt anyone, at least not a lot. And we got what we wanted. Got what we wanted. Hey, here, stand right here beside me, buddy. This is the place. Hold this blue bandana up to cover your face. Yes, it's loaded, but that's only for security. I ain't shooting anyone, they didn't shooting at me. Hey, shut up, I think I hear somebody coming, man. Shut up, I think I hear somebody. Ooh. Run, oh Lord, run. Run. Only gonna be a couple weeks from now. Tell your cousin gets out. Run. Ooh, oh, you sneaky bastard. I see what you do over there. What's that guy on the show with Regis? Oh, Gelman. Nice work over there, Gelman. Nice work. And then I like it when you guys are like, what's going on earlier? What's going on with this shirt? Oh, there we go. all this. It's like you thought the plane was I thought the plane was going down. And then I look up and you're like, anyway, Brian Kincaid, our leader. I was Highland Street. This is good. I'm going to do, this one's not as true as the other, but it's kind of true. That was cool, actually. Jackie used to live 3 blocks away from me. He used to throw a baseball, climb his old oak tree. We would sneak his old man cigarettes out behind the picket fence. Swore that we would always be the best of friends. He used to sit on the curb and talk on summer nights until Jackie's daddy called in and it took off like a light. Friday nights was all the same. Our high school senior year, hung out at the river and we drank Black Label beer, and we would listen to the Stones with all of our old friends. Sneak a Toke or two down where the river been. I remember how I said I would drive him home on Friday night. He said, go on without me, I'll be alright. You think you know somebody, you think they know you, you think you know somebody, but you never do. We went off to college, start our freshman year. I went off to school about an hour away from here. You know, Jackie took off, went to college out of state. Used to call me all the time. He would tell me that it was great. I'd say I'm coming home for Christmas, and I hope you will do the same. He would say that he was coming, but Jackie never came. We went off to college. I was hit with the night that he got married. I was his best man. Fuck, I'm spacing it. Again. I since found myself a wife, so now I'm married too. Our families, they get together every Sunday afternoon. His boy, my boy, they sit outside and talk at night until Jackie calls out for his boy, and then his boy takes off like a light. Oh, you think you know somebody, you think they know you, you think you know somebody, and they never do. Last night I saw the flashing lights, I quickly ran outside. The lady told me that Jackie's youngest boy had died, and I was shocked to see the cops have my buddy handcuffed in their car. Till this morning's paper told me how my buddy's gone too far. And now this evening Jackie ain't the only one to blame. They say battered children have almost always grown up to do the same. Ah, you think you know somebody, you think they know you, you think you know somebody, but you, oh, 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 oh. I haven't played that in a long time. Hope I didn't fuck it up too bad. I ended up on those first, I got the last two. I wasn't sure where I was. This one favorite ones. I worked on this for a long time. Well, I have to have the harp for this. There's a harp solo in here that matters. I remember the first person I ever played this song for was Tony Brown. I don't know if you know who that cat is. He's a producer, man. Look up Tony Brown, and just check out all those records he produced. But this sounds very true, actually. I just it's for someone who sings about singing a lot. I also get sick of it. So I was just trying to. I made the guy a pool singer, yeah. A coke machine glowing through a parking lot. Oh, you could call that a room with a view. It was the best night of pool that I ever shot, and I made a lot of money too, looking for some company in the weekly scene. I seen this ad that just had to be you. I hadn't seen you since New Orleans. I never did figure out where you'd run off to. I know I looked bad the last time that you saw me, but lately I've been doing all right. I won a tournament last week out in Oklahoma City. I hustled half of this town tonight. I got some cocaine if you want some. Best that I could find. Either we could just sit here and talk all night. If that big old guy out in your car don't mind, like old time. Screw off a top on a bottle of wine. Living out our own kind of American dream. Lord, like old time. Your goal was always the same as mine. You didn't want to throw your fishing line in that old mainstream. No, I'm not expecting anybody but you. I don't know who this is gonna be at the door. I'm pretty sure that you've got a clue, and I'll bet you've been to this hotel before. Put the you know what in the bathroom, but don't flush it down just yet. Put your pager in my suitcase. I get the window. You light a cigarette. It'll be like old time, just like them old time. Living out our own kind of American dream, just like old time. Your goal was always the same as mine. You didn't want to throw your fishing line in that old mainstream. No, sir, officer, you don't understand. We're just two old friends drinking wine. I'm sure she is, but that ain't all she is. Shit, she's also an old friend of mine. I got a high school picture right here in my wallet back from 1982. I know, sir, officer, no offense taken. You have a good night, too. It's a good thing we didn't throw this away. Baby, turn up the radio. I'm pretty sure that cop knew what we were up to. I guess he just decided to let us go. Oh, don't make such a thing about the picture. That was just something I care. You don't get all sentimental on me now. You haven't even told me your new name. It's like old time, just like them old times, living out our own kind of American dream. Old time, your goal was always the same as mine. You didn't want to throw a fishing line in that mainstream. No, 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 no. felt good to play the harp. Neck's not hurting. That felt good. I'm having fun doing story songs today, it seems like. Hope that's entertaining everybody. There's a record called Keith Sykes 1, 2, 3. Man, if you can do anything today, get your hands on that record. What else was I going to tell you? Oh, yeah, you know what? My sister turned 57 this week. We had a nice dinner. Shannon, I love you. She's the oldest of us. Good chick, man. Although Rory told me not to say that anymore. Good woman. I hear that. I was gonna say my sister, though, she really did bring the dead into our house. She went up to the College of Idaho and came back smelling funny. D.B. Cooper was 43 when we first heard his name. 47 miles away from where he fell down to his fame. He told me the hardest part of it, though, man, wasn't even jumping out of the plane. It was spending the night watching police lights shining through the pouring rain. Lay on a manhunt that morning and nothing to do was seen. Well, I was only 8 years old at the time, watching on the TV screen. They were saying he was never gonna make it now. The daylight had set in. But later that night, they were shining that light back down on that mountain again. I said, not far away from the city of Rose, yeah, they all watched those lights up through the rain. D.B. Cops blocked off all the exit roads, yeah, they turned loose all of their hounds. They even dragged that river up a couple of times. They're gonna see if he had drowned. With all of those men working overtime, they swore they're gonna bring him down. A parachute and a few $100, though it's still all they've ever found. Hey, not far away from the city roads, yeah, they all watch those lights up through the rain. Some people say that he died up there somewhere in the rain and wind. Other people say that he got away, but that's when his girlfriend did him in. The lawmen say if he is out there, someday they're gonna drag him in. Well, as for me, I hope they never see old D.B. Cooper again. No, not far away from the city of Rosie. They all watch those lights up through the rain. D.B. Cooper drinking champagne. Yeah, I like that song. That's been like an old friend, man. I don't know. Is it they both hooked up? Okay. They're both doing. Well, we're like Kiss up here. Do we still have the explosions lined up for when I do Deuce? He's worth a deuce. Do you think that means worth a shit? That Kiss song? Isn't that just what it means? All right. All right. He's worth a deuce. You know what? I've stayed on the sweat list. Sticking to the plan. The This is my favorite part I've been looking forward to. About as good a friend as you're going to ever get in this world. He's a very isolated, kind of hermited guy. Mark Marchetti lives with Peggy Lynn. That's how I know Loretta. Is my buddy from Memphis. When he came up here, we came up here together. We met at an open mic. Who makes these? I'm just kidding. I love this shirt. I don't know why it's sticking all over my sweaty self today. And you can have one too. Now, I was about to tell you about my friend Mark. He's about he's Vietnam older than me, you know. He is a gunner in a helicopter. He say he shot into, well, not gonna, he did say this, and I think I said this last time I played this song. I always thought this was cool. He said, nobody comes home from war. Yeah, we should make that song up. But anyway, I played this song of his, and everybody, I've been just getting letters and letters, hundreds and millions of letters. No, what I've heard from a lot of my friends, and just on our computer, a lot of people like this song. So I want to send this out to Mark and his family, his brother Kip, and his kids, Luca. But you know, friends, we grew up together. Anything that I could do, you know, Butch, you'd do it better. You shipped out of high school back in 1970. I never had it all that bad. Butch was airborne infantry. I hit along my valley, killing time and getting back. Butch was in the highlands, learning how to stay alive. He stared into the silence, there was screaming in his soul. A barbed wire around his heart. When he went out on patrol, and nobody wants to hear it anymore. I guess old soldiers ain't worth fighting for. From the West Virginia jungle to the California shore, they're still prisoners of war. We both came back home, I had to move away, but she stayed behind. Said he had to stay. He lived down by the river, now well guarded and alone. Shooting at mirrors in the darkness, and never really coming home. And nobody wants to hear it anymore. I guess old soldiers ain't worth fighting for. From the West Virginia jungles to the California shore, they're still prisoners of war. They're still prisoners of war. Mark Marchetti, man, poet extraordinaire. I'd love it if he would make a record. Or you know what, if he would come down here and do this. Let's lobby him to do that. That would really be, he's got so many neat songs. Doesn't get out a lot. Fishes with his uncle a little. Oh no, that's Seamus. Helicopters over my house again. Project 2 or 3 blocks from here. Pull his kids over for driving while African, and the ones that ain't got no one, I'm running in fear. I sit here waiting for my coast to clear, wishing once again I had a gun around here. Turn on my news, what do I hear? Some kid shot the bank up on Gallatin Road, ran away from the cops while they're trying to reload. Beat him up to East Street on feet now. We probably reloaded and running down my street. I better turn my alarm on and lock myself in. Helicopters over my house again sometime. You rise above it. Sometime you sing below. Somewhere in between believing in here, facing. Do you know? Poor kid probably never had a chance to give a fucking move, no good luck from a debutante. He's got to find a way to be Steve McNair, a young bucko. It's just tough luck looking for a prison to haunt. And you can fuck it in any kind of job you want, unless you really want to work in a fast food restaurant. Who wants to do that? You want to do that? I wouldn't trade that for my bucket hat, or my gang, or my gun, or my waist full of pages for a job deep frying chip for rich teenagers. If that's where it's at and no one's gonna help, how you gonna blame a kid from helping himself? There is a war going on, the war can't win. Helicopters over my house again sometime. You rise above it sometime. You gonna sing below. Whoa, somewhere in between believing in him and facing the devil you know. Black and white cops shining lights through the bushes. I can't see how this kid is gonna get very far, unless he finds a way to make it back over to Berry Street, and he can't do that unless he steals a car. Well, thank the Lord, it don't seem right. Sorry white people talking about that hope in that light. There ain't no hope in Sam Levy, they're just guns and drugs, and we ain't building bridges, training thugs. And then I hear this terrifying kick at my back door. In walks this kid. I say, I seen this kid before. I see him all the time down at that bar in Woodland Street. Now he's bleeding in my kitchen. He's tracking blood on his feet. He's looking at me like I'm going to help him or die. Till he sees in my eyes and I'm on his side. I hand him my keys. I say, you better move fast. There's a J in the ashtray, plenty of gas. He throws me the cash. He says, I'll be back for this. Say, I don't want to be surprised, there's a little bit of missing, the teeth are glistening now, but with a big old grin. He said, we'll talk about that when I see you again. Shook my head, shook his back. I feel like I was about to have a heart attack until he finally drove away. I thought, God damn, helicopters over my house again sometime. You gonna rise, buddy, time you're gonna sink below. Oh, 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 somewhere in between believing in heaven and facing you're facing the devil, you know. That's how the blues always ends. Starts like this, and then like that. A lot of stories today. I hope you're having a good time. Working up a sweat. Oh, yeah. Remember? If you want me to say, I didn't work up a sweat yet. Well, I was cutting the rug down at a place called a Jug with a girl on that girl. First, and he goes on the first turn. Oh, sometimes you win. So, you know what, man? I'll tell you this. One time, I'm going to play a Robert Earl Keen song. To me, he's one of the best singers, and I mean, songwriter too. His lyrics is what the thing I just adore. And I'll tell you this. One time, he has taken me on tour so many times. And I owe so much to him. Not only that, but taking the time to hang out with me after shows and teach me things that I don't know about singing and just being a person, you know. Anyway, one time he took me down to New Orleans. I don't know what made me think this would be a good idea. It's on me, really, but he took me down to New Orleans to open for him in Tipitina's. And, boy, they were chanting his name for a really long time before they asked me to go out there. And I was sitting back there going, what am I going to do, you know? And then the MC guy, the fucking guy goes out and he says, they're all roaring because the lights have come down, and this guy comes out and he says, are you ready for Robert Earl Keen? Okay, but first... and right, and I'm alone, and Tipitina's is elbow to elbow. When I came out, they were going like this, and or the boys were, you know, and I had a plan. So I played "Call Me the Breeze," and when it was over, I said, "Okay, for my next trick, I need a volunteer," and I did this to gesture, you know. And I got everyone to do that. And then I left like I was going to get something, but I did not come back. And I told that owner guy stood up in front of me, and I said, man, you don't have to pay me, but you're going to have to forgive me. And Robert Earl got that frame, that setlist frame. It says, Breeze, Magic. Yeah. Worked the rigs from 3 to midnight on a Corpus Christi Bay. Like it over and drink till daylight. Work the morning away. I had a plan to take my wages, leave the rig behind for good. Yeah, but this life, it is contagious. It gets down in your blood. Moved to Corpus with my brother. We were always on the run. one another, but we were good at having fun. But we got thrown along a seawall, got drunk and rolled a car. We knew girls in every dance hall, we had a tab in every bar. If I could live my life all over, it wouldn't matter anyway. I never could stay sober out on that Corpus Christi Bay. My brother had a wife and family. They were a family. You know, it gave them both a home, but his life thought we were crazy. Hey, one day we found it gone. We threw clothes into the car trunk, photograph a rosary. We went out to the pier and got drunk. I threw it all into the sea. If I could live my life all over, it wouldn't matter anyway. Well, I never could stay sober on that Corpus Christi Bay. Now my brother lives in Houston. He's married for the second time. He got a job with the union. The way that is keeping him in line. He come to Corpus just this weekend. It was good to see him here. He said he'd find a girl drinking, and he ordered me a beer. If I could live my life all over, it wouldn't matter anyway. I never could stay sober out on that Corpus Christi Bay. If I could live my life all over, it wouldn't matter anyway. I never could stay sober down on that Corpus Christi Bay. I never could stay sober down on that Corpus Christi Bay. Thank you, Robert Earl Keen, man, for all those songs and all that graciousness to so many troubadours too, because he's got such a huge crowd. You guys have all seen him, and he takes cats like me on the road. Love you, brother. Hope you're having a good time staying home, making up some new songs maybe. You know what? Speaking of name dropping, Thunk. This one is going to fucking shake the ground beneath you. This one I hesitate to tell people because it makes them mad, but if I had the best story, when I was a young kid, I got to open for Buffett a lot, and on the very first tour, we were, I think, in San Francisco, and he asked me if I wanted to go see a plane. He was going to buy a plane, and it was a seaplane, and I said, sure, and then it was this big yellow-looking thing, and he said to the guy, can I fly it? And then he says, should we fly up to the show in Seattle? And I was like, fuck yeah. I think Sykes was there, Utley. We all get in that yellow plane, and Jimmy flies, and we landed in the water in a plane with Jimmy Buffett. There's got to be a bucket list. They're like I got to get free Doritos or something. That's like, there should be like anyway. And then, I'll tell you this, Ed Hallberg, this is going to really piss you off. after the second album is called Step Right Up, and Jimmy came to town to listen to it. And when I got done, he got played. First of all, he sat there and listened to some young fucking guy's record. Think about that. He was young. He was a little younger than I am now, probably like 49. I'm 53. Cool cat. But when it was over, he said, "You've been working so hard." And he said, "Why don't you go down to Key West and stay at my place for a while?" What? And he said, take a girl. And then I took his niece, Mara, with me. And then I talked to her this morning. Mara, I'm doing this one for, and then we found, she's a Key West, raised on that island. And there is, if you ever go down there, there is a garden. I don't know if it's private or whatever, but she took me to this garden in the middle of the night. It was like a fucking movie. And then for years, I wondered if that really happened. Because we didn't talk when I was married. But then she says that happened. Let me make sure I got the right harmonica. Standing by the side of a highway for exit, a lady in tie-dye with a bag by her side, not seemingly looking for anything special. She saw my Tennessee tags and she waved for a ride. 2 hours later, we say, no wait, God dang it, how am I spacing that? I gotta start over, and then if I do, I'll, so I'm having a kind of a lyric day. Standing by the side of a highway for exit, a lady in tie-dye with a bag by her side, not really looking like anything special. Saw my Tennessee tags and she waved for a ride. Sat right beside me as the meter hit 60, explaining her travels and her family background. But when she got through, I could not help but thinking she's a long way from a West Nashville grand ballroom gown. Her father had money and mother had love, that channeled entirely to her dear sister. The 22 years in society's plans, canceled at the swing of her dear mother's hand. 2 hours later we hit Cincinnati. Yawning, she woke up and asked where we were. When she found out, she said, I must be going. It seemed this close to Nashville was too close for her. Stopped by the roadside and I gave her $5. She took it and she kissed me and she gave me a note. She told me I could read it if I mailed it in Nashville. An old loose leaf paper to her mother she wrote. She said, Mama, I'm fine if you happen to wonder. I don't have much money but I still get around. Haven't been church in near 36 Sundays, so fuck all those West Nashville grand ballroom gowns. Yeah, she's a long way from a West Nashville grand ballroom gown. Well, sorry, Mara, I kind of jacked that up. But I got the story out there. I'm gonna make it up to you. Well, I'm moonchild, hey, you understand. I'm not old fail, no, no, I'm the moonlight man. Days are uptight, you know, controlled by the law. Everybody working is trying to get on. I like the moon, yeah, a lot of hanging out now, high in the sky. Oh, I come with the night, and I'm gone in the morning light. Your love, when the moon goes down, you know it hides somewhere. It's probably got all of his good stats there. Just taking his riffs, you know, it gathering up some strength. You never know what a mind that might bring. Just like the moon, yeah, I'll be hanging out now, high in the sky. Oh, I come with the night, and I'm gone in the morning light. Oh, Lord. Outside, you there ain't no light. You got to give on from your light inside. You give it to me, baby, and I give it back to you. That's the way we're gonna make it the whole night through. Just like the moon, yeah, I'll be hanging out now. I'm high in the sky, Lord, I'm in the morning light. Yeah, 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 baby. Oh, darling, my heart today. I tell you, I've been telling stories and stuff on now for how many weeks? Just a ton. I'm getting used to it. I think if we go back on the road, and how fun is it going to be if we do get to go back out and see each other? My God, we will dance and we will dance. You know, young people, when they dance, it's sort of like a sexual, sort of like they're kind of seducing each other. But when we old people dance, that's a different thing. That's a spiritual, deep, whew. Oh, dancing people dance for different reasons. It's like a forget it, you know. That's my favorite way. I didn't like sexy dancing when I was a kid. I didn't go to those clubs. One story I've been telling for a couple of years now that I haven't told on this morning show is the story of the Hardworking Americans tour, where we were in San Francisco, or we were actually in Santa Cruz, and we were playing. So I'll tell this to you. I'll tell it to you now. We got a minute. How long have I been going? 90? Jesus. All right. I got a few more minutes in me if you guys do. I hope you do. I'm having fun. But this, a lot of you have probably heard this before, but I'll just tell it just in case some of you brought a friend. And if you brought a friend, man, thank you for giving us a chance on these funky weekends. Maybe we'll see you out there. If not, if you really hate it, make sure to say something down there, because I like to go afterwards and see. Sometimes I go, but I should say this. Afterwards, we'll go sometimes watch the show and see what people say. But while we're doing it, I can't see. Because it seems like sometimes what people will be saying, play it. I'm like, I can't hear you. So, but if you want to yell at me or just say anything, we'll go watch it today. Anyway. We were in Santa Cruz, California on the Hard Working American tour. And this guy dressed as Uncle Sam handed me what I knew was a vial of liquid LSD. I turned around and I showed it to Dwayne, and he dared me to take it with just his face. And so I drank about half of it, and I'm telling you, man, it worked pretty quick. And I was singing. I thought I was singing really good, and I thought we were playing really good, and everybody was moving, and we just had a good night. And I remember, sometimes it's a colorful kind of a thing, and I just remember feeling like we were all the same color, and it was happening. And so Chris was there Robinson was there, a bunch of our friends were there. And I thought we just played great. And the next night we were supposed to play Los Angeles. And I've got this, if some is good, why would more not be better? How is that not math? Basic math. So I was in the hotel across the street from the place we were playing that I always get wrong. What was it? The La Fonda Theater. Where were we staying? I always say the House of Blues. Yeah, some hotel. There was a chain fence between us and the venue. That's what jacked me, I think. So for starters, I get in the shower for the show for the LA show, and it starts to work. And then I have really difficult time getting out of the shower. In my mind, or it's the shower door is moving, and it seems like it's trying to be funny, and I'm laughing. And then when I get out of my room, same issue with the door, I remember. And then same in the lobby. I was trying to get out, but it was one of them things. And so I was hopping and with it, and this guy came up, and he was like, "What are you doing?" And I told him what I was doing, and he's the doorman. Lucky day. He said, "I'm the doorman. I can get you out of that fucking thing." And I was all sweaty and fucking Manson down. But I get outside and I could see the theater. There was a little bit of a trick to getting there, but I got really lost that night. And I ended up in Los Angeles just walking around trying to find the theater. Eventually I was trying to figure out what I was trying to find. And eventually I have my only motto I've ever carried around with me my whole life is this one. If I'm in doubt, I give up. So that's plan A really for me. And so I saw, this is no joke, I saw these two guys sitting against a liquor store, and I thought, fuck it, they're not gonna care if I sit next to them. So I sit next to them, nobody says nothing to anybody, the cars are going by. I was settling into a nice night. I like it out there. And these two kids come by, and they say, aren't you, the girls, like they're laughing kind of, and then the girl says, "Aren't you Todd Snider?" I was like, "Yes, fuck, yeah." And I said, Where though? And they said, "We're on our way to see your band." And I said, "You gotta take me with you, you guys. I'm supposed to be at that too." And so they took me to the gig, and I got them backstage. And then we see the band. The band was kind of like we were late. So they said, "What the fuck?" And I said, "I don't think we should play because I took too much of that LSD. And I thought I was in a book. I kept saying, we're like in a, remember? In a bullet? I was having a difficult time. And I thought it would be better if we didn't do the gig. Well, that's not jam. That's not how jam bands do. So they said, Chad said that a banana helped in that situation. So he went across over to where they give us all our free fruit and shit. And he got a banana and he gave it to me. And fuck if I know, it really does work, you know. In fact, if you're in that spot, that's a thing to remember, that a banana helps. And we played, I thought we played really good. And then after, Chad said that I should, you say if you eat it, then it really helps. But also, just if you carry it, I find. I've come down here one last time, a few times. A few times after that, but that was just old time's sake. And I know I've come here a few times for no good reason at all. This time I swear that I'm just down here by mistake. I'll give up drinking for the reason that I started drinking, when it makes me feel better than I already do. From rags to riches, to rags to richly in billies, to counter the truth, sending into madness. Rest in chaos, my old friend. May you see. I sang you my song and then I sang you another song, not knowing that if I gave you a choice, you would make it. It would hit me just like I was dying, they said, but it was worse. I was able to take it, ascending into madness. Rest in chaos, my old friend. May you sail on, oh. You know the dead, they've been around this block a few times, more than you have. A few times more than we all had, way back before there was even pay. And they say that upon the sea of hypocrisy, the show will show in just another way. Sending into midnight, rest in chaos, my old friend. Well, if we never get together again, please forgive me for all of these fools I've been. See if you can remember me when I was listening to my better angels. Or just see if you can remember me when I was listening. It's like a force of nature is coming over me. I can't keep myself from moving. I can't keep from moving like a force of nature. Like a force of nature. May your hopes always outweigh your doubts, until this whole world finally punches you out. May you always play your music loud enough to wake up all of your neighbors. May you play loud enough to always wake yourself up. Well, it's like a force of nature is coming over me. Well, I can't keep myself from moving. I can't keep from moving, baby, like a force of nature. Oh, like a force of nature. Like a force of nature. Like a force of nature. I've been feeling lucky for this break. Is it raining? Can you hear it? Can you? I miss touring. My favorite part of being a singer is traveling. Waking up someplace new and not having to account for yesterday. Oh, it sounds really great. Little out of place, little out of tune, so lost in space, racing the moon, climbing the wall of a hurricane, still over all, can't blame. All I wanted was one chance, let freedom ring. Said I had to get a permit, a bunch of tags and everything. I never made it through the red tape. I got this paper hat, I got a job working weekdays. You want fries with that? I got nothing to lose, ain't nothing to gain. Well, I get a one-way ticket to cruise in a passing lane. I can't complain. I was talking with my girlfriend, told her I was stressed. Said I'm going off the deep bench, said God for once give it rest. We're all waiting in the dugout, thinking we should pitch. How you gonna throw a shutout if all you do is bitch? I've got nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Like a one-way ticket to cruise in the passing lane. Can't complain. Now I've got a brand new dance. Need one more shot. I just need one last chance. And I won't get caught. I wanna make my last stand, and this time I can't be bought. But then again, on the other hand, how much have you got? How much have you got? Oh, darling. Oh, it's pissing rain outside, pouring rain down outside. Oh, thank you for making another one of these Sundays, giving us something to do. I really enjoy them, I do, and I hope you dig them too. I was saying, with what happened with Jeff and Neil, I feel like I'm in a little bit of a way. I think I'm starting to feel like it was good that I got to come home for a little bit. No, I'm not depressed or nothing, just... I can't help but wondering, I just wish that both of them could have just made it a few more months, though. All right. Well, when are we going to do our TV show, our other show? Wait till you have this idea. I fucking cracked the code on an idea. I'm going to tell them about it. Wednesday night. Brand new thing no one's ever seen before. Videos. Music videos, and I'm gonna play them like instead of a disc jockey, VIX video jockey. That's how you go with the tape, VHS tape. That's the way I'm gonna be rolling. Now I'm gonna leave you with it. Pebo diddly. Will Rogers said he never met a man he didn't like. Wait, let me back up and make sure that I got that right. He might have liked every man he ever met, that's true. But he didn't say that he liked every man that he knew. Nope. I met a woman with the Midas touch. I never got her to touch very much. I met a man of opportunity, never offered any of it up to me. I met a soldier in a recruit boot, said he'd make a man out of me and stole my youth. Working for a man who would not stop lying, drove us off a cliff and called it flying. Oh, 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 well that ain't flying. That ain't flying. That ain't flying. That ain't flying. When a wise man flies, he understands. A man has not technically flown until he lands. If you're coming into land and you crash and die, well, all you really did for sure will get too high. You ever get too high? No, neither have I. I will if I got to prove to you guy. I'm so turned around I could calm up a riot. Fight for peace is like screaming for quiet. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, I don't know, but I've been told. Might meet a little fox in your atheist hole. I don't know, but I've been told. I don't know, but I've been told. I walk 47 miles of barbed wire. Use a Cobra speaker for a necktie. Got a brand new house on the roadside. Met a rattlesnake high. Got a brand new chimney put on top. Made out of human skull. Come on, take a little walk with me, Arlene. Tell me, who do you love? And I said, who do you love? That's right, I said, who do you love? Y'all, thank you for making. We'll see you next week. I can't stop.
It's too dark to put the keys in my ignition, and the morning sun has yet to find my helmet. But before too long, I might see those flashing red lights. Look out, mama, 'cause I'm coming home tonight. I think I'll roll another number for the road. I feel able to get under any load. Though my feet aren't on the ground, I've been standing on the sand of some open-hearted people going down. I'm not going back to Woodstock for a while. Though I long to see that lonesome hippie smile. I'm 8 million miles away from that helicopter plane, and I don't believe I'll be going back that way. I think I'll roll another number for the road. I feel able to get under any load. Though my feet aren't on the ground, I've been standing on the sand.
Oh, you're too much. Oh, gosh. So thrilled. Just thank you. I was downstairs with the mayor getting a key to the city, and we heard the stomping, and they were like, you gotta go up and do another one. I'm like, okay. Third encore. Crazy. Your heart, you take all I've got. Hey, baby, 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 that's a lie. You drive me wild, I'll drive you crazy. Come on, baby, let's go for a spin. The party started, I'm inviting you in. You drive me wild, I drive you crazy. You keep on shouting, you keep on shouting, and I just wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. I just wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. Come on, baby, let's go for a spin. Come on. Party started, you gotta come on in. You drive me wild and I drive you crazy. You keep on shouting, you keep on shouting. You keep on shouting, you keep on shouting, and I just wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. Yeah, I just wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. I wanna rock and roll all night. I wanna party every day. I do too.